the Southern Ocean.
Hang on!
Australia's deadliest stretch of water. But if you're game, there's big money to be made out here.
No one else is stupid enough to come out here.
Couple of customers, $600 worth.
Sometimes you just need luck. You rub the wood.
Here's a good Tassie cray. We're not greedy, we just want more.
There's only 10 weeks to go until the end of the rock lobster winter hunting season.
I'll take your finger off.
Yeah, we're off the mark! Woohoo!
Okay.
What was that? Woo! Money!
For the lobster men, it's their last chance to put cash in the bank.
Godzilla.
The bigger the better. If it weighs, it pays.
Until the fishing grounds reopen in spring. Get it right, and they can make a fortune.
$12,000 worth.
You doing it?
Yep.
There's something serious going on.
But get it wrong,
Yeah, fucking prick.
and they can lose it all.
Just looks like it's game over now, I think.
Margate, Tasmania. And the crew of the Minamurra is prepping for their first trip of the winter season. This is Clive, skipper of the Minamurra.
Just grabbing a little bit extra bait in case we get hurt out there in longer.
I'm a third generation fisherman. I've been a skipper for around 22 years, running my own boat. Before that, I spent 4 years fishing with my dad back in South Australia.
And this is Zach, Clive's deckhand.
I have to teach how to do it by timer.
It's Zach's second time on a lobster boat. His sea legs are wobbly at best.
Love the water, open space, weather conditions. It's all different every day. Not stuck in a factory doing the same shit like a computer.
It's really important to have a good deckhand. A simple mistake can just turn into a nightmare, really.
One of the first jobs is to load up on bait. Clive's bought 800 kilograms of blue mackerel and Cuda fish heads at a cost of $2,500.
Let's hope we catch a few fish to pay for it all.
They're on a 14-day run. First stop, Cox Bight in the remote south.
There we go, so we're off.
People often ask me, what does Minamurra mean? And it means plenty of fish. 55-foot steel boat, half-wheel house. It's 48 years old, 8LX Gardner engine in it, cheap to run. They knew how to build them back then. Had it now for about 12 years.
Clive is hunting for Southern Rock Lobsters, aka Big Reds. And this is his last chance to catch some before the winter ends.
Just to run a fishing boat, it costs between $25 to $30 a kilo, so you need to be making at least that on top of whatever you're paying for your quota just to break even and make some wages. I'm not holding high hopes because it's winter time and it's a bit of a struggle. The weather pattern's a bit so-so.
A low pressure system is closing in over Cox Bight. Early reports are predicting gale force winds and a 5-metre ocean swell. But Clive needs the money, and he thinks that's where the money fish are.
The grounds I want to get to, I know there's going to be some fish there, but it just depends on the swell. I really need that swell to go back and the weather to fine up.
There's no turning back. Bass Strait. Danny's the skipper of the William Norling.
I think most blokes have a little bit of instinct still in the back of their brain somewhere. They have that hunter-gatherer instinct. Couple of customers. What's that? That's $250. $600 worth. Like I say to a lot of people, you know, my obsession is my profession. Absolutely, I just love it. Yeah, love the thrill of the hunt. That's a pretty decent fish. Get on your recce.
Danny and deckhand Rick have been out here for 2 days. They plan to spend the next 8 days hunting for big reds.
Yeah, so the target for this trip, ultimately we want to get 600 fish, which is going to be about a tonne. We want to get 100 grand. Time we take quota out, run the boat, pay the crew, all the bits and pieces, yeah.
Once they've hit the magic number, they'll return to port and sell the entire load. More than 80% of all lobsters caught in Tasmania are exported live to China. It's a booming market, and Chinese demand is what drives the volatile per kilo lobster price. It goes up and down most days. Today's price for big reds is $95 Australian per kilo.
Hopefully we'll see some beauties. We'll see some 3.5s, up to 4.5 even. There is even fish that get caught occasionally, 5.2, 5.3.
The William Norling is off to a strong start.
Another 3 kilos, probably $300 worth.
Lobster hunting is all about risk and reward, strategy and skill. And this is how it all works.
We've got 50 pots. We set them off, we spread them out a little bit, different depths, depends on where you are. You can leave them down for 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, sometimes during the night. And then you pull them next morning. Hopefully you've got some crays, hopefully you've made a pay. That's like I explain to people all the time about catching crays, you know. It's like trying to catch drunk people, you know. You just set your pots out in front of the nightclubs on a Saturday night. You wouldn't go and shoot them down at the church, would you? Just set them up at the nightclub. You just got to look in the right spots.
Pedicure.
Most crews will drop their pots twice a day.
We clip the crays, they've got a little black part at the end of their claws. They probably just feel it, but it just makes them reluctant to claw another cray and fight. We've got 4! It's competitive too, you know, like you want to be catching more than the boat on that side of you, and you want to be catching more than the boat on that side of you. And yeah, it's nice to knock off the opposition. It's not very nice being on the receiving end of it, that's for sure.
The Minamara is approaching Cox Bight, and so too is the icy weather.
So it's going to take about an hour to get across here, so 1, 2, about 3.5 hours to get there.
The weather's looking pretty shitty, but I'm hoping that in about 3 days' time, 3 or 4 days' time, it's going to fine up and I'll be in front of people.
By being the first boat in the area, Clive will have the best chance of catching big reds.
I'm hoping to catch around half a tonne of lobsters at least. The old bank account's been slowly taking a hit as the bills are being paid because they don't stop. Stick and stay and make it pay.
Half a tonne is 500 kilos. At the current daily price, that's $47,500 gross. And that's why some of the skippers call lobsters money fish. The most prized seafood delicacy in the world. But they've got to catch them first. The crew of the William Norling is on a roll.
I'll pull them out, I'll count them, make the decision whether they're worth putting them in the hole. He's got a little counter in there. Click it, keep the tally.
They've caught 15 lobsters for the day, 50 for the trip so far. And every one of them needs to be logged and accounted for because of government-enforced quotas.
You can only catch so much, like a fisherman's got a number in his book, and once that number's extinguished, that's the end, you're finished. In a way, we've got the goose that laid the golden egg. We don't really need to pluck any extra feathers out of it. It's a pretty good thing, I reckon.
The maximum penalty for catching more than your quota is 10 times the value of the haul.
Need to keep a pretty precise count for logbook purposes. And it gives us a better idea of the kilos, what it's all worth at the end of the day. You know, everybody likes to count their money.
We can round up, say, 600 fish. That'll give us roughly about 100 grams worth. That'll keep the wolf from the door, I suppose. The empty pots are always the heaviest ones.
Cox Bight. The Southern Ocean and the low-pressure storm front has arrived. Skipper Clive's strategy of stick and stay and make it pay might need some finessing.
35, 40 knots from the north. That's why we're down here on the bottom side, so we're anchored up in the lee of it, but you can see it's still a bit choppy.
Deckhand Zach has never experienced weather like this before.
Not getting blown off. Being such a smaller fella, I've got no weight behind me. Make sure I've got hold of one of those cray pots at all times.
Then again, he's never been this far south before.
But we're in the remote southwest wilderness, and at the moment we're probably the only boat that's around here as far as I know, so if something goes wrong, it's, there's no one here to call for help immediately.
The rough weather can play havoc with lobsters. It makes them cautious, less mobile. Catching them becomes harder.
Just have to wait and see what the weatherman says.
Clive is trying to decide whether to drop his 60 pots here or move to a more sheltered location.
Yeah, I think we might give up on the radio. We can't quite hear it. So the weather affects the weatherman as well. We've been anchored up here and we're going to go around here where it's a bit safer and probably shoot the gear off in a bit closer. We were going to look out a little bit deeper, but I think because me and Zach, it's our first time working together, we'll just break ourselves in a bit easier and see how we both operate and build up from there. So
There's a weather window to get around the coast, stick it out a bit, scrape away, and then when the weather finds up, and I'm hoping that's going to be sooner rather than later, and then we'll start catching some fish.
The port of Dover, and another lobster boat is loading up. Glenn's the skipper of Anson's Bay. Glenn's wife Emma and his two boys Ben and Ryan have come to say goodbye.
It's pretty hard saying goodbye to the family. You know you're going to be gone for anywhere up to a couple of weeks, so you know you're not going to see them. It's, yeah, very hard. Sort of a bit of a funny feeling. I always get a bit of a funny feeling when I'm leaving. You're going in dangerous spots. You don't know whether you're going to see them again.
Guys, have a good trip. I don't know so much about Ben, but yeah, no, Ryan misses his dad lots.
The emotional toll on families can be great.
We'll be having his 44th birthday out at sea, but that is something that happens pretty much every year. Glenn is out for his birthday. I don't know if he tries it that way so that he doesn't have to celebrate his birthday.
My boat's a 50-foot steel fishing boat, half wheelhouse. I think she was built in about 1976. And it's got a real nice big wet well in it, so we can hold a lot of fish, which that's where you make your money. So I love the whole boat. She's a beauty. I think last year I worked out we probably only done about 80 or 90 days fishing for the year, so you're owing plenty of the time. It's cooked great. You go away, you come back, everyone's happy. You sort of, you know, relationship don't get stale or anything like that. It's bloody good for that.
This is Jake, Glenn's deckhand.
Yeah, Jake's got a missus and a little kid. He loves his little kid. He's always talking about his little boy, so I think he's always happy to get home and see him, yeah. The more fish that we catch, the more money Jake earns. So if we have a real bad shot, I don't earn no money, Jake don't earn much money, so it all goes on a percentage of the catch.
It's probably the most painful part, I reckon. Just the first bait up on the first day of the trip. It's not much fun, but it's got to be done, I suppose. Cold and wet. You just got to deal with it, keep moving around to try and keep yourself warm. It's all worth it if you get onto a few crays. Get a decent paycheck out of the end of it.
The Anson's Bay is steaming towards Matsyker Island.
You sort of
kick back and relax. You're away, you think you're pretty sure you got everything. And yeah, hopefully we're right. Hopefully the boat goes well for us, touch wood.
Famous last words. They're heading for trouble. They just don't know it yet. The crew of the Bold Contender has been hard at it for 14 hours straight.
I skip in the Bold Contender. It carries 50 pots. We have 60 in the winter. Good looking pot, that one.
Skipper Squizzy and deckhand Tabor are targeting a different sort of lobster.
11. So I'm pretty happy with that. That's the best pot so far for the trip.
Smaller in size and lighter in colour, they're known as brindles.
We mainly target the brindle lobsters because we can get in and catch them quick. Most of the time they're only $5, $10 a kilo less than the red ones. So if we can catch 2 tonne in 5 days, pays dividends for us, and that's the way we like to work.
Today's price for brindles is $75 per kilo.
You're right!
But there's a problem.
You can't see them. It's that simple. Fucking hell.
The floats, which are attached to the pots and act as locators, have been sucked underwater by a powerful tide.
So the buoys should be up like that, but the tide's boring from the northwest, so the buoys will be dragging back into the tide and eventually they just go and lift the surface.
At stake is potentially thousands of dollars worth of brindles.
I can't see them, Tabor can't grapple them, can't put them on the winch, we can't get the lobsters out of them, let alone set them back with fresh bait. So now the gear's down on the tide, pressure's just mounting, the stress is going through the roof. Just looks like it's game over now, I think.
The Matsaika Island swell is on the rise. And that's not good news for skipper Glenn.
Swell will have to drop off a little bit for us to get a few, I reckon. If it stays the same, we won't get much, but I reckon it will go off a little bit. Yep. When there's a lot of swell on, you've got to go a bit deeper to try and give the crays a chance to be able to walk into the pots. It makes a prick of a shot of it, really. The crays don't move as much when there's a bit of swell on. Like your pots end up getting tangled up in bull kelp and just they move about, and you don't tend to catch a real lot.
Glenn is a 5th-generation lobster man.
I remember the first boat I ever got, and I thought I knew everything. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. There's a fair bit to it.
Glenn's dad, Warren, is also still in the game.
He's bloody good fisherman and real knowledgeable. Like, I love my old man. He's like, we've never had an argument in our life, and I worked with him for I've been going fishing with him for bloody years.
Hobart, Tasmania, and Glenn's dad Warren is gearing up to join his son out at Matsaika Island.
Which one do you take it first, mate?
Come on, Grandad.
Age 72, Warren's the oldest skipper in the fleet. Deckhand Nigel is 56 years old, and this is their trainee deckhand, Jai.
Take that out.
Jai Kelly, he's only 19. He's very enthusiastic and a good worker.
A young fellow just starting to make his way in the industry. He comes from a fishing family. Yeah, so that's our future, these young blokes.
Well, we have 2 deckhands because both Nigel and I are too old to do it by ourselves. We've got 100 years of fishing between us and we just need a young fella to give us a helping hand.
How's the new decker going, was?
Oh, he's coming along okay. He's picking her up all the time.
Poor Bill, he lost his father.
A couple of years ago now.
Yeah, his father was a fisherman. His father would be proud of him. I know his mother is.
Warren and Nigel are taking Jai under their wings.
Bye, mate. Have a good. Hello.
The Barralee is away.
Even after 56 years of fishing, I still get excited about going to sea.
The crew of the William Norling has hauled in the last of its 50 pots. Their catch tally stands at 60 lobsters.
Oh yeah, the boys.
The boys are winning. Rick has worked for Danny for 15 years.
He's pretty loose, pretty casual sort of a rooster. Single bloke. Yeah, no, he goes all right.
You can see we're running a bit quicker today. Changed ropes over. From 55 fathom ropes down to 20 fathom ropes, shallower water. So I've had to disconnect the floats down the pots.
He's physically not the biggest bloke, but he's fast. You know, he's reliable, he's clean on the boat, which is a big factor. You know, he's easy to get along with on the boat. It's not a democracy. Look, I'm the skipper, and usually I say things for a reason why I want it done a certain way, and I'm always open to ideas. Like I say to Rick or to anyone, you know, if you've got a better idea, let me know and we'll share it. If it's better, we'll use it, but if not, we'll keep doing it my way, of course.
Danny wants to bag more lobsters per pot to try and maximise his profit. So they're moving to a new spot called Death Valley.
There has been a few come to grief here, which is never great, but well, yeah, it's a really shallow area. The tide runs really hard across it. If you get a big swell, it stands up, just falls over itself, and it can be a very poor place. Yeah. It's a bit like gambling, really. It's, you know, it is like gambling. It's sort of, you've got 50 pots, you've got 50 chances, like, what's in the next pot? What's in the next pot?
The crew of Anson's Bay is setting its pots.
Yep.
Glenn knows how important it is to get results every day.
Not even just leave them off now, like we put on 1,200 kilo of bait, that'd cost me, say, $2,800, probably $500 worth of groceries. You're looking at 5-6 grand just to leave more. Yep. The overheads are bloody huge. Like, everyone thinks, you know, you look at it and you go, oh, yeah, you've made a lot of money this trip, but people don't realise how much money you got to put back out. You don't get to keep a real lot of it. Yeah, so you got to catch, you know, a couple hundred kilo before you even start making a dollar, you know. So if you get around here and you only get a couple hundred kilos, it's most probably more, so.
They've dropped all 60 pots.
Yeah, that's the worst part of the trip out of the way, I think, so. We'll find out in the morning what we get.
It's now a waiting game. The crew of the Bold Contender has lost half of its lobster pots.
This sucks, Tabes. So these 25 pots have been pulled down in the tide, so the buoys are underneath the surface. This time of year, in the winter, throw the tide chart out the windows and useless. The tide can run for 3-4 days as a big front's coming. It's boring from the northwest. There's just nothing we can do about it.
The reason it's an issue is because Squizzy is on a time-critical special order mission.
We only got 3 days to catch 500 kilos. We needed a great start, and that's what I was banking on. 20 pots in, and I know it's going to be a fucking disaster. It's all about luck, and we just got fucking killed.
They've spotted one of the floats.
I just want to get out of here. I just want to go home. Sit at home on the veranda, looking out across the water, sipping on some wine. Whose idea was to do this?
Squizzy was the bright-eyed genius.
Loser.
And here's how it unfolded. Just 24 hours ago.
Blakey, what's going on?
I've spoken to the market today and they're chasing about half a ton of fish.
Oh, yeah, yep.
For next week. In by Monday, mate, so I can get to the market by Wednesday.
That's only 3 days fishing, Mick. Puts the pressure on a bit, doesn't it?
No one else would be able to do it. That's why I'm ringing you.
What's the money like? That's a big question.
Oh, I know. At this stage, 80, but I might be able to do a bit better as we get through the weekend.
$80 is $5 above the current market price for brindles.
The price is $75 a kilo, but if we can get this order in by Monday, we can get 80. So get that half a tonne and we're laughing. If we don't get it, it's 75. Pretty disheartening. Not much we can do about it. Nothing at all.
Stay in fucking school.
Hopefully, when that tide eases, the boys will come back up and sit on top of the surface. Hopefully, there's still a few there in the morning when we get to pull them. Hopefully, we get to pull them in the morning.
At Cox Bight, the crew of the Minamurra is battling fierce winds. The Southern Ocean swell is north of 5 metres. They still haven't been able to drop their pots.
We've been anchored up here and we're going to go around here where it's a bit safer.
When the weather's bad, a simple mistake can just turn into a nightmare, really.
Big reds are typically found in shallower waters close to the rocks, and that means the boats have to stay in close too. Every rock is a potential nightmare. The Southern Ocean is littered with smashed up vessels. Lobster hunting is a deadly job.
You've got to make a judgment how far in you go. We're going to keep them out a little bit. We're not going to go in too hard tonight so that we know that they're going to be safe. Probably less likely to catch too many fish, but we're just going to run ourselves in.
Clive will need every ounce of goodwill from the mighty weather gods if his stick and stay strategy is going to pay. Technology might help.
So what we're looking for is these cracks in the rock, but at the moment it's still a little bit too deep for the lines we're going to be using. Yep. So we're going to just get in a little bit shallower. Technology. So you can look at it any way you like. Yeah, fishing's not just fishing anymore, it's pretty high tech.
They'll set their 60 pots at different depths to try and find where the lobsters are feeding.
Yeah, you hype yourself up, ready to go. The adrenaline's good, keeps your heart pumping, it keeps you on edge all the time. As long as it's not too much, obviously, you don't want to scare yourself, just enough to just keep going.
Righto, Zach. Righto, Zach.
I think he's going easy on me. See where I'm at. It's been obviously first trip, first set. Just getting a feel for how each other work, I think.
Righto.
Always just keep an eye on the skipper. He'll let you know as soon as that pot's ready to go in.
Righto, Zach.
They've dropped their pots. Lobster men call a full drop a shot. And the faster they can fill their tanks with lobsters, the more profit they can make per trip. The Barralee has reached Matsika Island.
We'll hang around here for a few days and just see how we go.
Warren marks every pot on his GPS, so they'll be easier to find later. But there's no guarantee they'll find them. Squizzy also uses a GPS on the Bold Contender, and he's still searching for 25 missing pots. After 56 years at sea, Skipper Warren has worked out his own special system for finding big reds.
Spread your gear about your first shot to try and find out where they are, if there's any around. Look for different types of bottom, really hard, thick stuff, but sometimes put a few down on a bit of lighter stuff just to see where they're starting to move, if they're moving around on what sort of bottom. Mix your depths up a bit. We're trying to find a few little ledges like this here.
What an asshole of a place.
no, it's not. It's beautiful. Look at it. So lovely and green.
This just happens to be the windiest place in Australia.
Warren has a love-hate relationship with Matsyker. He loves it because it's full of big reds, but he hates it too because it took his first lobster boat.
We'd been sitting there for 3 or 4 days, waiting for the weather to abate. At that stage, the lighthouse was manned, so we thought we'd go up and have a talk to the lighthouse keeper for a couple of hours and then just wander back. And that's what we done. We went up to the lighthouse, and when we came back, the boat was on the rocks. It's not as bad as losing a member of your family, but I mean, you've lost a part of your life. Yeah.
And then there are the underwater predators. The seals, the eels, the sharks, and the octopus, all looking for a free meal. The winter weather will put every skipper to the test. Who'll hit their targets? Who'll bag the biggest? And who'll make a fortune? It's dawn in Death Valley. Skipper Danny is hoping his relocate strategy was the right call.
Try and think, you know, certain times of year, where are they at? Are they chasing after the girls? Where are the girls? Absolutely do think like a lobster, yeah. One of the other boats is out here fishing at the moment. He's pretty half-decent sort of a fisherman. Yeah, not good report, but anyway, he could be lying too, couldn't he? He could be having us, so... look, we'll go through the motions, go and change the water in them, as we say, and see how we go. It's fishing. That's what they call it, fishing, isn't it?
Danny and Rick shot their 50 pots overnight, and that's because lobsters mostly feed at night. It's time to see what they've got.
Usually if we get a few out of the first pot, it's not a good sign. We always say he started too well.
Oh, shit! Right, yeah, good, decent size.
All right. That's a pretty decent fish. Current market price would probably put that close to $300 worth.
There you go.
3.
Ooh.
Things are looking promising. 3 big reds, all over 2 kilos. That's $600 plus from their first 3 pots.
These are sort of average size for this area.
Big money fish.
We have started well, and we don't want that to be a bad omen.
Jay, want another cup roll, boy?
Yeah, got sounds good, thanks.
No worries.
The crew of Anson's Bay is just waking up. They also shot their pots overnight, and they're about to haul them in.
Nice to get up. If we get going by 4:30, we'll have them up by about 6:30. When you go and pull your first shot, the anticipation's always huge for me. Like, I'm itching at the bit to pull them just to see what we're going to get and what's happening, so I love it. We got a male measure and a female measure, so the male crays have got to be 110 mil and the females have got to be 105 mil to be measures, but you're not allowed to keep the female, so we're only allowed to keep the male.
6 good-sized reds, but they have a major problem. The engine has died.
I'll have to go down and have a look.
The Bolt Contender is playing catch-up.
We got up 4 o'clock this morning. We got going by about 4:30. Took a bit to get Tabor out of bed, as usual. But we're up and going now, and we've been going for about an hour.
Time is against them. They have just 3 days to catch half a ton of lobsters. It's day 2.
If you want me to stay in my box, I will. It'll be a long day.
Losing their pots yesterday has cost them dearly. They can't afford any more mistakes. The water is calm, visibility good. Tabor's able to grapple the boys they couldn't spot yesterday. The missing pots have been soaking for 24 hours, and that's bad.
Ideal time to soak a pot is 6 to 8 hours during the day. These ones we're pulling this morning have had nearly 24 hours, so hopefully there's something in them. We need lobsters in these pots to make the deadline. There's no question about it.
Lobster fishing is a money game. Throw out your pots and haul them in. Winners are grinners and losers go bust.
Ah! A couple of nice ones in there. Hopefully they keep coming. That's what we need. Keep them coming. Well, that looked fucking better than what it was. But I'm always looking for better. I ride to the emotions of fishing. I get very stressed if I'm not going really well and things aren't going well for us. But then I get excited when things are going well. Looks all right, Tabes? This one looks like a good pot. We'll just see what Tabor grabs out of it. See how we go, baby. See, it looked all right, and now it's looking shit. What makes it so hard at this time of year to catch the quota is we're only allowed to take the males. The female season's closed. That one's a female, it's got a nipper on its back claw, and she's full of eggs. So you try to take care of them. All females go back in the ocean.
Break the law and keep the females, and you'll cop a huge fine. The engine on Anson's Bay has died.
So I think it's a stopper solenoid stopping our engine, so I've got a bit of tape, so I'll just tape it open so it stays open and hopefully the engine stays going when I tape it open. I'm just going to gaffer tape it up. Hey Jake, can you just come here, old boy? Hang on, I'll just try it once more. Just hold your finger over that button for a sec. Just when I say, just try and start it. Try now. Press the button. Bloody stopper solenoid sticky. Try again. It's been starting and stopping on us. As soon as I start, it stops. The stopper solenoid's obviously stuck in, so when that's stuck in, the motor just won't let the motor go.
Glenn's in trouble.
Hey, about that?
He radios into the Barralee for some fatherly advice.
He's bloody good with all that sort of stuff, though, man. Like, he just fixes anything, so yeah, always call the old man if I need any advice.
I think our bloody stopper solenoid stuff, we've got to go on and that, but you sort of have to hold it open. There's no trouble tying them open, is there, or not?
You just have to cut the cable tie, won't you, when you want to stop it?
Yeah. Nah, all good. I will do that. That'll be our bloody insurance policy, so she don't stop on us then, so... No, Wuckers, I'll go and do that and we'll make a start then.
Okay, mate, catch you after.
Dirty.
Start her again!
The The dodgy gaffer tape fix has done the job.
It's only a temporary fix, a bit of gaffer tape on the solenoid, but I'm worried about it, really worried about it, like whether it sticks shut and I can't get the engine going again.
This could be the fastest end to a season on record. A new day, and the all-in price of big reds is unchanged. The price of brindles is up by $5 per kilo, but that won't affect Squizzy. He's on an $80 per kilo fixed price special order deal.
Oh, fuck. Whose fault's that?
Do we really want to go there?
Captain shouldn't have to come out the wheelhouse and fucking pull in floats, mate.
Maybe you shouldn't be going so fucking fast to create drag on the line.
Just remember the captain's always right. Doesn't matter how good you are.
The crew of the Bold Contender has found its missing pots, but they're under pressure. They need to land half a ton of brindles to fill their special order, and they've only got 2 days left to do it.
Your turn to cook breakfast, ain't it? What are you cooking?
Oh, it's fair enough. I suppose I've been standing around all day doing nothing. How's your feet? Bit
Cocoa
sore?
Pops, Cocoa Pops.
Bit sore?
Cabin fever is an occupational hazard.
As my stress levels go higher and higher and you get under a bit of pressure, sometimes you just snap, and sometimes I've had to apologise to him and say, sorry mate, that's probably a bit too far, but he's a tough boy, he's an old school deckhand, he'll take it.
At sea, the boat is your home. Shoot, stock, cook, clean, sleep, and do it all over again day after day.
My job as the skipper is to make them pots land on the bottom, to land on the lobsters, otherwise Tabor doesn't get paid. Oh, I'm thinking we can't do it. That's exactly what I'm thinking. No bowls, no glory. There's nothing.
Squizzy's special order is looking more and more like a disaster order.
I'm thinking, fuck, what did he come out here for?
The Bold Contenders tally is sitting at 80 lobsters, just 520 more to go. Here's what the season's table looks like. The William Norling is on 69. The Anson's Bay has caught 10 lobsters. The Minamurra is on 0. And the Barralee has bagged 15 big reds. That's Syker Island, and the Southern Ocean tide is running hard.
Tide's running real hard and your bloody yardly move going for a wee. You gotta try and keep her under control with a few revs. It saves you 10 minutes travelling though, having to go all the way around, so she's a handy little gap to go for. Yeah, that tide's screaming, look, we're only moving it. Yeah, we don't want to end up on the rocks. Touch wood.
At least the dodgy gaffer tape fix is working. Correction, was working.
I thought, shit, what's going on here? There's something serious going on, like we're going to have to try and get to the bottom of it and try and nut out what's going on.
You doing it? Yeah, I'm doing it. Nah, I can't feel nothing.
I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I'm a bit worried about whether I can fix it, to be honest with you, because it's sort of a bit beyond me.
It's a disaster, and the winter run has only just begun. Next time, the Barralee cops a surprise visit from the Marine Police.
They still send a little nerve through you. Have I got the right forms?
Have you got the fishing certificate?
No.
Right, you're supposed to have it.
And a deadly predator puts the freeze on the Minamara.
Okay. Get him.